Hey y'all, thanks for dropping by the garden today. I'm Zach and I garden here in Mobile, Alabama. I'm joined today with my son Zayden and with my puppy Chibi. Hey Zayden.
Hi. Hi.
So today we're going to go ahead and plant some summer bulbs. Some of the bulbs that we have gotten from Eden Brothers. The first one is the Martagon mixed lily, the Turk's cap lily. Turk's cap lily, it's going to get tall. It's going to get about up to 6 feet tall, and it's going to have multiple blooms that come down and look down with their petals inflexed upward, and it's going to be a different mix of colors. There's going to be whites and pinks and purples. Super excited about this fragrant mix that actually does pretty good in a woodland garden, which is what I garden in. Okay. Next, we have an Asiatic lily, which all of these lilies are going to be poisonous to animals, so make sure your animals don't chew on the plants. Asiatic lily, this one is Starlet, and Starlet is very beautiful. And that Starlet is going to be, if I remember correctly, more of an orangey color that's going to fade to a darker petal, to like a darker tip. Super cool. Super excited about this one, of course, because I ordered it. This one is the Zelmira lily bulb, and it is an apricot orange pink. I love anything that starts with a Z name, of course, and it's going to get 4 to 5 feet tall. These two Asiatic lilies are going to want a lot more sun than the Martagon lilies. And then finally, we got 2 things of Freesia bulbs. I've never grown Freesia. It's supposed to smell phenomenal. I wanted to plant it in the fall when I planted my anemones. However, Eden Brothers didn't send them to me at the time, so they wanted me to plant them now. So we will get them planted now. But they're from South Africa. They're going to be zones 9 and 10. I'm in zone 9A, 8B, so they should overwinter for me. They want a well-drained, full sun, part sun spot. They are a spring ephemeral, so they're going to grow, they're going to bloom, then they're going to fade once they take in their energy for the next year. All right, guys, so the Martagon lilies came in a pack of 3, and I want to get them planted over there next to our columbine. The Starlet Asiatic lilies are going to go into the front yard in the cottage border. Same with the Zelmira. And then finally, the Freesia bulbs. I'm not 100% sure where I'm going to plant those. These might actually be a really good idea to put in pots and have them grow on that way. I was reading a few different things, and that's what a lot of people suggested. However, they have also suggested that for ranunculus. And when I did that with a ranunculus 3 years ago, I had very poor results. So, considering I live in sandy soil, I do think I'm going to go ahead and put them in the ground. And there's 20 in the bag, and I want to do drifts of like 5 to 10. So, anywhere from 4 to 8 drifts of these. And I'll probably just try to sprinkle them throughout the garden in different areas and see how they do. Do a part sun, do a filtered sun, do a morning sun, do a full sun. Super excited about that. Let's get to it. So here we are in a woodland bed. Right here I have Nico hydrangeas. Here is a drift of columbine. This is the deep blue Caligari. And then there's the sarcococa hedge here. And then I do have mums here and here. So these come up in the spring. These come up in the fall. So these Martagons will be my perfect summer interest. I did sprinkle some wildflower mix on this side, so I'm going to try to avoid this area for the most part and plant them more here. Now, there are 3 of them, so we're just going to go for a loose drift. 1 bulb, 2 bulbs, 3 bulbs. I just let the pond dust go. It doesn't bother me. It breaks down. Right here is the lily. You can see the beautiful bulb. It's nice, compact, and strong with nice, healthy roots. So we will plant this twice the depth of itself, right about there. That's going to be a good 4 inches down. I'm in sandy soil, so it'll probably sink a bit, so I won't go any deeper than those 4 inches. I typically don't add starter fertilizer for all of this, but I think I will because I really want these to do well. Probably won't do it for any of the other ones though. 1, 2, 3. All done. So here we are in one of my sunniest beds I have in the backyard. Right here is a cardinal rose tree. Here is a South Africa rose. This one right here is Yume camellia. That'll get nice and big. I think I'm gonna put a few of these Freesias right here to get some fragrance by the back door. But right over here, there is going to be a mass planting of hibiscus. So we'll do just a little bit right here. With the Freesias, the pointy end goes to the sky and the bulbous end goes to the ground. This is where the roots come. This is where the shoots come. And these you only want to plant about an inch under the ground. So there, about like that. I just planted 5 in a little drift right here. Let's find more space for these. This is Amelia Rose Azalea, bred by a gentleman from the University of Mobile, I believe. Got that from Kim's nursery. Love it. So now we're here in the front bed. This is our sidewalk that takes you to the front door. And I would love to have something very fragrant right in this area. I see a nice hole right here. So we shall plant them. First, I'm just gonna rake away this mulch and dig me a small trench. And I may put the rest of the 15 right here. Let's see how they space out. Well, that was 8 of them. Let's find a spot for a few more. We're still here in the front garden. Right here is prime real estate. This is Mexican heather, and I did not plant many of my anemones or anything here. So we're gonna get a nice little drift of them going right about in here. I love the sound of a spade slashing through the soil. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and maybe a tiny baby one there. So we did 7 right here. Perfect. Now here we are in our fairy garden, and I want to put some of the Freesias over here because I want it to smell good in the fairy garden. Would it be crazy to put all 20 in here? I don't think so. Well, I want to put 10 in here. I don't think I want to put them all in here because I want to experiment and see where they do the best. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good deal. So I definitely think we need some love right here. We will put the Starlets here because I think they'll pop really well against this color. Just like the other bulbs. So I guess this one's gonna turn into my favorite bed pretty quickly because we have the beautiful Arizona blue cypress. We have the Paul's Gold weeping cypress. We have the trio of Bosco Bell, and now I'm about to plant the lily I was most excited about, the Zelmira. So I think I'm just try to pop them right here in the center. Oh, these are so big and beautiful. 1, 2, and like a third right there. I saw a baby in here, I think. Yep. Look at that, 2 babies. 1 and 2. Very nice. All right. And now for the final area, I'm going to do a little bit of the freesias right in this area. Little pocket of 3 there. I'll do a pocket of 3 here. Do a pocket of 3 right about here. Oh, we're gonna make this one 4, and that'll be the end of them. There we go. All done. All right. And here I am again with our beautiful camellia. I do believe that this one is going to be the Nucio's jewel. At first I thought maybe it could be Elaine's Betty Blush, but I think it is too loose. It is so beautiful. A great accident. Well, thank you guys so much for dropping by today and checking out what I'm doing in the garden. Let me know in the comments what you're doing in the garden. Today I got planted the Martagon mixed lilies, the Zelmira lilies, the Starlet lilies, and then 40 lavender freesia bulbs, all from Eden Brothers that I ordered this past fall, and they were delivered about 2 days ago. Super excited to see how they perform. Make sure you like and subscribe so that you can see how they perform and what else we're doing up in the garden. In just a few weeks, all of this will be a lush tropical paradise. I know you're going to want to see it. See you all soon. Bye.